How BNB reached $1,000, the story of an extraordinary rise. In September 2025, something happened that just a few months earlier seemed almost impossible. BNB, a token originally designed to pay trading fees, broke through the psychological barrier of $1,000. This was no accident. It was the story of evolution, innovation, and community power that exceeded all expectations. Chapter 1: A Macroeconomic Tailwind. The global financial system breathed a sigh of relief when the U.S. Federal Reserve cut interest rates and inflation began to ease. Capital became cheaper, investors were more willing to take risks, and cryptocurrencies, including BNB, came back to life. This was the first big wave of momentum that set the stage for everything that followed. Chapter 2: A New Regulatory Dawn. For years, BNB lived under the shadow of regulatory battles. But in 2025, the tide turned. The SEC dropped its lawsuit against Binance, and a pro-crypto U.S. administration reshaped the global debate. Binance successfully adapted to the European MiCA framework, gained licenses worldwide, and the legal risk weighing on the token finally started to disappear. Chapter 3: The Crypto Market on Fire. BNB's rise was not a solo journey. Bitcoin broke past $100,000, altcoins exploded, and the alt season index hit 80. Financial giant Van Eck filed for the first U.S. spot BNB ETF, opening the doors to institutional capital. This was no longer a niche play. It had become a global movement. Chapter 4: The Driving Force, BNB's Internal Strengths. What truly set BNB apart were its own fundamentals. Regular token burns reduced supply and reinforced its deflationary nature. The BNB chain, after the Lorenz and Maxwell upgrades, became faster and cheaper than ever. Fees dropped to a single cent, while daily transactions climbed to 10 million. On top of that came the new $1 stablecoin and rapid growth in sectors like RWA and AI. Institutions were buying hundreds of millions worth of BNB, signaling long-term conviction. Chapter 5: The Human Factor, Community. And finally, the community. It gave this rally its energy. The hashtag #BNB1000 went viral, FOMO drove new investors to buy in, and CZ's balanced tweets inspired confidence and credibility. This wasn't just an investment. It was a shared story built on solid foundations. Conclusion: the beginning of a new chapter. Is $1,000 the new normal? All signs point to yes. This time, the surge isn't built on speculative hype, but on a mature ecosystem, real fundamentals, and institutional support. The story of BNB proves that patience, innovation, and community can build something lasting. And stories like this inspire our own project. We are building a startup with one clear goal: to accumulate as much Bitcoin as possible. The passive income that Bitcoin generates flows into a shared vault, accessible to all impact token holders. Because just as BNB evolved over the years, we believe we can build digital value that stands the test of time.
newsimpactprice.com